Hey guys, Alan here. Today I am at the end of one journey, at the beginning of another, and here at my girlfriend's uh, mom's house, we're all hanging out on our last day before we head out to Europe for 1 month, and then after that, we're committed to traveling full time. We don't know where we're going. I mean, we know we're going to go to Banff. But after that, we don't know where we're going, what we're doing, how we're going to do everything, or how we're going to figure out all the details of where we're going to stay, and so on and so forth. And there's a really beautiful thing that I want to share with you guys today, and it is just on the topic of bravery, fearlessness, truth, honoring one's truth, the secret to happiness, the secret to waking up every day and feeling like you're living, like you're dying to live, like you're just dying to live instead of living to die, instead of living to get to the end of today, instead of waking up and feeling dragged like, oh, I have to do it today. I can't wait for the end of the day. And then it's the end of the day, you go to sleep, and then you say the same thing every day. I can't wait for the end. I can't wait for the end. I can't wait for the end. And I want you to start saying, I can't wait for tomorrow. I can't wait for the day after that. I can't wait for today, right? I want you to die. Be dying to live, not living to die. And the way through that is bravery. There's only one thing that holds you back from doing the truth, from honoring the truth that really lives inside of you, right? And that would be fear, right? Fear based on your own expectations for yourself, or fear based in expectations from other people. You should do this, right? Sometimes that's both a projection from other people onto you, right? Someone tells you, your parents tell you, you should be a this, you should be a doctor, you should be a airplane, whatever. You should be going to school, you should do this. And so you uphold and honor what other people think is best for you instead of honoring what you really want. And so that's one form of expectation. But the other form of expectation is the shoulds, what we should do that we uphold onto ourselves, right? So, as a projection from other people. So, you grew up hearing that you should be doing good in school so that you can get a job. And that's what you heard all the time. It was always money, 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 right? This is just one example. And you grow up, and no one's telling you that anymore. Now your parents, they see better. Let's say, for example, you have those kind of parents who are like, no, do what you love now, right? Go to school, try and do good and make money, but now do what you love. But you've heard your whole life growing up, you need to do good. You should, you should, you should. And now that you have the space to do it, you're your own person, you're an adult. Now the only projection that you are placing onto the world and onto yourself is that of your own, right? Yeah, other people are still telling you what to do always, right? But you're the one upholding it, and you're the one that's amplifying it by projecting your own expectations onto them, right? Onto those thoughts, right? So again, the secret to fulfillment, the secret to living a really beautiful life, the one that you want to wake up for every single day and feel excited, the secret is bravery. To take your fears and walk right at them. Let me ask you a question. If you could do anything you wanted to do in your life, what would it be? Like right now. I don't mean in general, like, because if you answer the general version, like, oh, if I could do anything, I would be an actor, or I would go live my entire rest of my life in Europe. You can't say what you're going to love in a month or 2 months or 6 months or a year. You just don't know what that is. And you're not speaking from a place when you say those things of, this is what I want for my life. You're not speaking from a place of actually feeling what you actually want. You're still speaking from an idealized illusion in your mind of what you think you want. That's never going to get you happiness. That's just going to keep amplifying the chase, the pursuit of happiness, which keeps you in the rat race, right? The secret to happiness is, what would you do right now, in this very moment, if money didn't matter? Not what you would do in your life, not what you would do for work, not what you would do, whatever other thing other than, sorry if my hand's shaking, it's cold in Wisconsin in May or end of April. Not what you would do in any of those other times, but what you would do right now in this very instant. Would you go sit outside if you're in a warm place? Or even cold? Heck, that's what I'm doing. Me recording this was a spontaneous decision. Spontaneity. That's a beautiful word. The secret to fulfillment and happiness and excitement every day is the freedom. All people want is freedom. The freedom to be able to be spontaneous with what they feel in every single moment. The magic of life is being present. Presence lives within the realm of spontaneity. Spontaneity and presence live within the realm of freedom. Freedom to do what you want in this very moment that actually honors the true desire of your heart, not what you think you want, right? I would say, a lot of people confuse that. Do exactly what you want right now, screw everything else. Do exactly what you want. And they take that as an invitation to dive into their addictions. If I can do whatever I want, then I'm going to go binge TV. I'm going to go, smoke. I'm going to go drink. I'm going to go party. I'm going to go, lust or sexualize. And that's not what that is. That's not the truth of your desire. That's any form of addiction is just a coping mechanism. Addictions are a coping mechanism, right? And if you're running at an addiction, that means that you're using it as a form of running away because of fear from the thing that you actually want, right? For example, someone, is living their life, they're going 9 to 5 and they hate their job, and they get home and all they want to do is binge TV, right? Do you think binging the TV is really what they want? Or do you think that's a form of escape, right? So if you have addictions in your life right now, let me tell you, everyone does, then you should ask yourself, what are these addictions allowing me to escape from? Once you've identified what they're allowing you to escape from, why are you escaping from it? This is my...
You look cold.
I am, thank you.
Shaking.
I'm very cold. For those of you listening in audio, my beautiful girlfriend just brought me a blanket to keep me warm here out, even though it's nice and sunny. What are you running, once you identify that addiction and what it's having you run away from, that's your fear. Your fear is escaping that. Your fear is leaving your comfort zone, right? So that thing is the very opposite of what you need to do, right? No more addictions, no more escaping. Confront your fear. Have bravery. Bravery is nothing without fear, right? Otherwise, that would just be, you would just do it, right? Life requires bravery. Life requires you to face your fear. And especially if you're in your 20s, 30s, but heck, it doesn't really matter, but especially in those times, those are the times to take risk. You won't die. You will be fine. Taking risks is going to be where you really find yourself. And if you're 40, you're 50, you're 60, or you're 70 and you're listening to this, it really doesn't matter, because there's no point in living to die. You'd rather be dying to live. And I think the older people get, the more they know that. And it's weird, when we should be taking risks in our early age, and then people realize, well, I'd rather be dying to live, and all that time was not worth it. So might as well start now. And when you're 50 and 60, you're still young, and they know it. Either they choose to continue to live in fear, even though they know they should have taken risk, and they know they should now. So, for all of us young people out there, let's take that advice. Our youth is for taking risk, for taking a chance, and believing in ourselves, right? So, let's stop playing timidly, right? Timidness. No more playing small. No more saying, yeah, this is what I want, but. No more, yeah, but. No more, I would, if I could, I would, but. No more buts. So, I say all of this in the midst of me and my girlfriend. We're going to be going to Europe for a month, and we're just committed to traveling full time, and we have no idea how we're going to do it or what we're going to do it, but you're going to be along for the journey. And let me tell you, it takes fearlessness. But fearlessness really has fear ingrained into it. You don't know what's coming. You can't predict the future. That requires courage and bravery, which are nothing without fear. They don't exist without fear. You cannot be brave in the face of something that's not scary. If you're facing a bunny, does that require bravery if you had to face that bunny? No, you just look at it. Oh, so cute. Hi. No bravery required there. But if you're facing a lion and you had to face a lion, that required bravery, right? Because it's scary, right? So ask yourself, what are you running away from? What are your addictions, right? What are those addictions allowing you to run away from? What is the thing that scares you the most? I'm a coach full time, and that is a huge method of my coaching. I always ask people, and I always dig deep to figure out what is the thing that scares you the most. And the thing that scares people the most is always the thing they either want to resolve, whether it's a trauma fear, or it's the thing that they want most. It's always there, and usually it's both. They're combined, right? Your pain is the space and the place for the lesson where you will find your greatest joy. Most people run away from it, which is why they avoid pain, but they avoid joy, and they live right in the middle. And that's where monotony, the daily grind, living in the middle, always too afraid to fail, always too afraid to be abundant. You never go to, you just can't have the best of life without going through the worst, So yeah, what are you scared of? And the advice today is walk right towards that. What are you scared of doing most? And what do you want most in your life? Do you want to travel full time? Then forget what, forget how, forget the details. Just do it. Do it on a budget. Figure it out. The person who succeeds is not he who asks, is this possible? It's he or she who asks, how? How can I do this? What do I want? And how am I going to make it happen within the next month? No ifs, ands, or buts. You commit. You take a risk. You take a chance, and you believe in your ability to adapt, because humans are really adaptable, right? So, my friends, nice short 15-minute podcast / YouTube video. Stay tuned, because you're going to see a lot more of these short style. I want to do more short style vlog. That's kind of the vision I see for this YouTube and for this podcast. You're going to hear about all the adventures, all the lessons in those adventures. This is still going to be a mindset and Fulfillment podcast, driven around really developing and understanding that the mind to be able to move into the spaces and become the kind of person that you want to become. That's still the focus, but you're just going to see it in more of a vlog style, right? Because I think it's a lot more spontaneous for me, living my most fulfilled life instead of, sitting down and doing an hour-long interview. I realized that just wasn't sustainable for me because I didn't find joy in that. I lost that spontaneity. Well, better said, I never had it while doing that. I loved the spontaneity of the conversation, but not the spontaneity of the setup. Wanting to speak when I was feeling inspired, you know? So this vlog format, both in YouTube and audio format, on Spotify or wherever you listen to, podcasts, this lends itself so much more to spontaneity, and I'm excited for you to see beautiful backgrounds. Not this one. This is just a normal suburban background, so just wait for the contrast. I hope you have a good one, and thanks so much for tuning in.